Once in a while, a game comes along that reminds you of a time gone by. The glory days of gaming. Bright, colourful, chunky graphics, tight controls, chirpy, happy music, and fluid animation, all in a wonderfully neat and polished package. Mutant Mudds is an action platformer that combines all of these elements. You play the role of Max, a young nerdy kid who is more than happy to be minding his own business. That is, of course, until a meteor crash lands nearby, unleashing all sorts of gooey, mud-ridden beasties. You'll navigate 8 of gaming's greatest environmental themes, including grassy, icy, and volcanic worlds, armed only with your trusty water gun. Each of the game's 60 levels contains diamonds, which you'll need to collect to upgrade your items and abilities. In turn, these will enable you to access previously unreachable areas. Now, while this mechanic certainly isn't as deep as a Metroid or portable Castlevania game, it does add a certain amount of addictiveness into the mix. Complete the main game and didn't find it challenging enough? Well, try the additional granny levels that become available. These will certainly test your gaming mettle. And the game is already hard, like so many from that era, but not in a frustrating way. Never did I want to throw my phone out of frustration, and I died a lot. You see, only one of my deaths came from damage from enemies. The remainder, well, let's just put it down to my impatience. The game requires expert timing when it comes to navigating the platforms. If your jetpack runs out of steam before reaching a platform, or you fall prey to the many platforms that disappear and reappear over and over, then it's on you. You never feel like the controls are at fault. And to a mobile game, that's a huge compliment. The game does have checkpoints, usually set at a midpoint in each stage, but these can be turned off for additional challenge. What sets Mutant Mudds apart from other action platformers available, other than the outstanding gameplay of course, is the clever use of depth of field used throughout the game. The game is actually played on 3 planes. The one the character starts on, one in the background, and one in the foreground. Your character can jump between these at predetermined points, and it's up to the user to decide when best to switch between them. Most of the time, these plane shifts are one way, making the levels themselves almost some kind of puzzle. You've also got to be careful to collect all of the diamonds available before switching planes. It's very easy to neglect a couple and accidentally be unable to come back, meaning a level repeat will be in order if you want to 100% the game. The team over at Renegade Kid have done a wonderful job and should be very proud of their accomplishment. They've achieved a level of polish that is rarely seen in the world of action platformers. Doing this on a platform that requires the use of virtual D-pad and controls is doubly impressive. A special mention must be made for the music. The wonderful retro chiptunes stay in your head long after you've finished playing. This is definitely on my must playlist and a solid contender for one of my top games for 2012. The Universal app is available from the App Store for 99 cents. There'll be a link in the description below. Thank you so much for joining me today, folks. This has been another episode of Let's Check Out Some iOS Games. My name's Alex, and I'll see you again next time.